Okay.
Good morning. My name is Carla Estrada. I'm going to talk a little bit on the business ethics of Delta Airlines. So, how many people have heard of Delta? How many people have flown Delta? So the majority of us have either heard about Delta or flown through Delta. So it's one of the biggest airlines in the world, and their headquarters are here in Atlanta. So this is a map of the destination. So they serve nearly 2 million people, and it's taking them to about 500 destinations in over 50 countries. So you can see there isn't really much of a blank space when you look at the map that they don't travel to. Their mission statement says, "We, Delta's employees, customers, and community partners together form a force for positive local, global change dedicated to better standards of living and the environment where we and our customers live and work." So it was a little bit difficult to find their code of ethics in their website. I had to do a little bit more digging. They did have a lot of articles about different ethical things that's going on in their company overall. And their Delta values was honesty, integrity, respect,
Perseverance.
there we go.
Weird word it is. It is a hard one, yeah.
Servant leadership. And they have that stated around through their website.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the lawsuits I found was a recent one. When COVID happened, a lot of flights had to be canceled because of different people weren't flying. So this is a class action lawsuit they put against Delta. So when they were hit with it in April 17th, so when the COVID came and they had to cancel flights, Delta changed their regulations of being able to offer refunds when there was a canceled flight to only allowing the customers to be able to get credit for a different flight. So they refused to refund tickets for flights that were canceled due to the COVID-19 outbreak. And as of now, it doesn't seem like it's still closed. It seems like it's still an ongoing class action lawsuit. That's a little bit of maps stating the employee statistics. So the first one was the generations there is roughly through their company. So Generation Zs make about 1%. Millennials, 29%, Gen Z makes about 37%, and Baby Boomers is 33%. So Gen X was the biggest portion of the generations they had in their company. In their executive leadership committee, they had 9.1% were white women, 9.1% were Asian male, and 81.8% were white male. So the majority of their committee was white males. In their board of directors, they had a little bit more diversity. Black women were 7.8, white women were 7.7, Latino men were 15.4, black men were 7.7%, and white men, again, greatest majority was 61.5%. And in their website, they have a whole section about talking about diversity, so it seems like they are pushing towards more of a diverse, but it's still kind of, in their boards, overall white. This is a little bit of information on their community engagement and what they did in the past 20 years. So you can see the numbers on the numbers of donation they did, the community engagement they did, social service and disaster relief they did, and helping healthcare heroes. And then from giving back to the community, they received a lot of awards. And they seem to be pretty prominent again in the website too. They have a lot of articles talking about the community service they do. Some of the charities they work for is American Cancer Society, American Red Cross, Breast Cancer Research Foundation, Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, and Habitat for Humanity. And throughout the year, their employees do kind of, I guess, fundraisers or are part of the fundraisers of these charities to bring up money for these charities. Some of the employee treatment, some of the, I guess, the benefits of working with Delta is they have travel perks, they have compensation and benefit packages, resource to support physical and mental health, financial resilience, and personal life and COVID-19 safety. And I saw on a website that about 94% of the people recommended working with Delta. there wasn't very many negative comments of not working with Delta. Most of the people would say it was a good place to work and they would recommend it to other people. This is a little bit on customer complaints according to the Better Business Bureau. They have a total of 1,805 complaints. Only 659 of those have been closed in the past year. And when I was looking at these, most of the complaints are about luggages or just an interaction they had with someone in customer service, but the majority of them had responses from Delta workers, and it seemed like they were figured out. There wasn't any more, I guess you can say, bad communication. Everything's clear. These are a little bit of the awards. So Delta is one of the most awarded airline. So they were on Fortune World's Most Admired Companies. They were on Forbes for Best Employer of Diversity. They were awarded by Glassdoor as a 2021 Best Places to Work, Fortune's 100 Best Companies to Work For, and Indeed, they were a top-rated workplace for veterans. So after seeing all the research and looking into it, I do think that Delta is a pretty ethical company, and it seems like they do really treat their employees in a good manner and are doing their best to, wherever they're falling, to do their best to change that. That is it.
Good job. Yeah, and if you think about 1,800